You want to put them in the blanket and bring them out of the hot stuff?
We'll get going in a second.
You need rescuing, really.
Oh shit.
Can you move back?
Hello, I'm Julian Ramirez. Welcome to podcast. With me today are Viviana Solano Jefferson Martin and environmental and development expert Valentina Melendez. Hello, Viviana and Jefferson.
Hello, Julian and Jefferson.
Hello, Vivian and Julian.
In this program, we're going to be talking about forest fire, particularly in Australia. So let's start with a question, Viviana and Jefferson. Do you know how many kilometers of vegetation have been devastated by forest fire in Australia? A. 35,000 kilometers, B. 20,000 kilometers, or C. 52,000 kilometers.
I don't know, but I think around 35,000 kilometers.
I said it was about 20,000 kilometers, maybe.
I will let you know if you are right or not at the end of the program.
Julian and Jefferson, have you ever seen a forest fire as big as the one Australia lived in?
No, I live in Bogota, Colombia. We have had forest fires, yes, but none has been as big as the one in Australia. And you, Julian?
Okay, and I have not seen one large, but at the beginning of the month there was a fire in the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta. 300 devastated hectares and 300 dead animals. The sad thing here is that most fires are caused by people.
Yes, it's true, Julian, but in Australia the situation is different. Australia is one of the driest and hosted countries in the world. Its desert total more than 2.3 million square kilometers and cover 44% of the continent. The temperatures in the summer range between 32 and 40 grades centigrade. In winter, they do not usually drop below the 18 and 23 centigrade range.
And if you add to all this the scarcity of rains, the abundant wines and vegetation in which bushes and grasslands predominate, we have before us the perfect site for the formation of the forest fires that periodically occur in the country.
It's true, but it is important to keep in mind that climate change is affecting us. So today we are accompanied by a specialist in environment and economic. Hello, Valentina Melendez.
Hello, Julia. It is important to keep this topic in mind when talking about forest fires. Thanks to the climate change, this year we have had new records of drought, as well as temperature. This makes the leaves of the trees dry and become highly famous. That's why Australia is having one of the world's forest fires ever seen. That it's very, very important.
And Valentina, the climate change is affecting the atmosphere?
Yes. As climate change progresses, the atmosphere becomes more unstable. This flavors the generation of smoke clouds, and which can lead to real firestorms, as has been recorded in these years as Australian fires.
On the other hand, we know that these disasters have not only affected biodiversity but also health and economy.
Of course, Julian, these disasters have affected a very important sector of the country, and that of health. Forest fires also create major health problems and can even lead to neonatal as well as adults died from cardiorespiratory problems. About 39,000 people died annually from inhalation of smoke fires across the planet.
It's true, Jefferson. For example, Canberra, the capital of the country, reports a significant increase in hospital admission for this problem. In addition to forest fire, this city has come to lead the ranking of the most polluted cities in the world.
Julian, in terms of biodiversity, the picture is not very encouraging because species like the iconic koala cannot escape the flames, making them particularly vulnerable, and we do not know to what extent the vegetation can recover after the fire.
This is bad news, Viviana. What do you think will happen to the vegetation? Will you be able to recover?
I don't know, but recovery is generally quick as Australia. Plants are able to regenerate after the fire. However, the extensive drought that has preceded the fire may have depleted the reserves necessary to regrow.
Valentina, you are also an expert in economics. Tell us, what is the economic outlook in Australia due to these fires?
I don't know, Julian. The productive sectors are the most affected because during the fires, there is no way to transport food and it reduce the consumption. This amount sector, such as tourism, is increasing, but at the moment is the opposite because nobody wants to risk getting sick or having any problem on their vacations. It's very, very difficult for all. With this information, we know that it's very important to be careful to forest fires, especially in our country because it has a lot of biodiversity and vegetation. Okay, guys, that was it for today. I hope you not miss it. See you soon. Goodbye.
Julian, thank you so much for your invitation. See you soon.
Vocabulary: climate change, atmosphere, health, economy, and biodiversity.